Welcome to another episode here on my channel. My name is Kevin Small, and today we have another update for the Activision Blizzard lawsuit against the state of California, which is the state of World of Warcraft, and now the open letter signed by over 1,000 Blizzard employees, which is just over an hour old. And it still grows, like there are still more and more people signing this letter, and I want to give an update on this. Also, I'm doing this live on stream, so if I'm doing some mistakes here and there, or if you're wondering who am I talking to, I'm streaming right now, so I just wanted to give a quick update on the whole situation and then just put this together. But yesterday, pretty early on yesterday, Mr. Jeff Hamilton, the senior system designer on Warcraft, has put out a tweet which is very interesting, and he is saying that, let me show you this, I think it's the best option so you can actually see it yourself, and he is saying that I don't know what to do. I don't have all the answers. I can tell you almost no work is being done on World of Warcraft right now while this obscenity plays out, and that benefits nobody. Not the players, not the developers, not the shareholders. And this is something I've said before. Like, I know that a lot of people basically said to do nothing. Like, players started to think about doing something, developers started to act up, and there were, for whatever reason, people on the internet who said, no, don't act. Just let it play out and see what happens. And it seems like this time, I know that there are sometimes moments where exactly that happens, like people don't act, people don't speak up about it, and then things just unfold, things blow over, and everything goes back to the beginning. And it seems like this time, people have enough, and that's good. So this is of course something which I have seen coming a mile away, where people have even said under my comments of my videos, like, hey, why should I care for those sexual harassments and other things in the company as long as I'm getting my video games? Like, why is this a problem for me? Or why should I care about this? Yeah, it's like, yeah, tough luck. That's how work is. And besides the fact that those people got banned from my channel, and you have absolutely no empathy for anyone around you, apparently, the fact is that those things do influence your video games. That people have still not realized this is something which really gets me a little bit angry here. It's like, they're human beings. Video game development is still a very creative process. You need people to be in the right mindset to do those video games. If those people are not in the right mindset, then the work they will produce will be shit. That's the reality, and that some people still haven't realized that is flabbergasting to me. And again, this doesn't really surprise me, that at least what we know about World of Warcraft has completely halted. Maybe even some other parts of Blizzard have completely halted to work. I can understand that. Because for us, as an outside person, this is horrible to watch, and we are shocked by this. But what do you think happens inside the company right now? You are going to work, and you know that there is one topic right now, and that's this topic. And I can see that this creates even more pressure, and even more things people get, well, they don't feel too great about. So yeah, this will affect the games you will play later on. And this affects development right now. But that's not the only thing. As I said, there has been now an open letter going around where Blizzard employees demanding actions, and that letter is just an hour old and has over 1,000 people who signed it. Keep in mind, Blizzard has, what was it, 5,000, 6,000 people or something like that working. So people might say, oh, it's only 1,000, it's not that much. Yeah, keep in mind, please, again, this letter is an hour old. That means most people haven't even seen this letter yet and hadn't even the chance to sign it. So let's have a look at this letter. I haven't read it yet. This was apparently sent to Kotaku. Kotaku has a copy of this, and that's completely fine. I know that some people are like, oh, Kotaku, it doesn't matter. They just posted the copy of the official letter. They can do that. I think that's even one of the things Kotaku doesn't screw up. So let's go with it. To the leaders of Activision Blizzard, we, the undersigned, agreed that the statement from Activision Blizzard Inc. and their legal counsel regarding the DFEH lawsuit, as well as the subsequent internal statement from Francis Townsend, are abhorrent and insulting to all that we believe our company should stand for. If you're wondering who Francis Townsend is, she is one of the new hires. She was formerly working for the government under George W. Bush, and she was working for Homeland Security. And she has a very interesting history and record. However, she basically said that, yeah, everything which was said in this lawsuit is basically a lie, and it's being blown out of proportion. And she must know it, because everyone treats her with respect the 3 months she has now been working at the company. As like, what? Do you really dare to speak up for people who have worked at this company for over 10 years? And you're working here for 3 months and you say, yeah, I haven't seen anything in the 3 months. Also, keep in mind, you are in the leadership role, and just seeing your track record, I am pretty sure that most of the people who do actually harass their colleagues would never ever touch you in a million years. Why? Come on, she worked at Homeland Security. She was an advisor for George W. Bush. Like, do you truly believe that a person in her position of power has to fear harassment of some small developer at a project? Like, she would chew up that person and spit them out before breakfast. So when she says, yeah, my experience was great here, it's like, A, you're working in a leadership position. B, like, again, nobody would dare to even, like, talk to you in the wrong way. And B, you have been working there for 3 months. So, yeah, people are very upset about her standing up for the company and be like, I don't know what the problem here is. To put it clearly and unequivocally, I have never heard that word or used that word. Wow. Well, there are my limits for my English language, apparently. This would now be the moment where, if I would actually record this not on live stream, abort the whole recording and look it up. Definitely, but unfortunately this is live. Don't laugh at me. Those are the limits of my second language. Like, come on, folks. I'm trying hard here. Our values as employees are not accurately reflected in the words and actions of our leadership. We believe these statements have damaged our ongoing quest for equality inside and outside of our industry. Categorizing the claims that have been made as distorted and in many cases false creates a company atmosphere that disbelieves victims. Yeah, see, this is exactly the problem, right? Like, when people asked, hey, why haven't you spoke out about this? Why haven't you spoke out about this sooner? Like, why haven't you said anything? That's why. Because if they would have come forward, people would have tried to hide it. People would have, well, or they did exactly that. And they were like, yeah, this is false. This is distorted. This is false. This is not what happened. So when people say, yeah, I was afraid of what would happen to my career, what would happen next, and you see this reaction from Activision Blizzard, then they were absolutely right. It also casts doubt on our organization's ability to hold abusers accountable for their actions and foster a safe environment for victims to come forward in the future. These statements make it clear that our leadership is not putting our values first. Immediate corrections are needed from the highest level of our organization. Our company executive have claimed that actions will be taken to protect us, but in the face of legal action and the troubling official response that followed, we no longer trust that our leaders will place employees' safety above their own interests. To claim this is a truly meritless and irresponsible lawsuit, while seeing so many current and former employees speak out about their own experience regarding harassment and abuse is simply unacceptable. We call for official statements that recognize the seriousness of these allegations and demonstrate compassion for victims and of harassment and assault. We call on Frances Townsend to stand by her word to step down as executive sponsor of the ABK Employees Women's Network as a result of the damaging nature of her statement. We call on the executive leadership team to work with us on a new meaningful effort that ensure employees, as well as our community, have a safe place to speak out and come forward. We stand with all our friends, teammates, and colleagues, as well as the members of our dedicated community who have experienced mistreatment or harassment of any kind. We will not be silenced, we will not stand aside, and we will not give up until the company we love is a workplace we can all feel proud to be a part of again. We will be the change. Nothing will happen, I assume, because this is corporate kicking in, and this is something which unfortunately happened with the gaming industry over the past decade and probably the last 2 decades, where people founded gaming companies to design the video games they love, they have fun with, and it was a passion project. But corporations took over and they are trying to squeeze out every dollar they can make. So when something like this happens, the corporation comes first. And from a corporation perspective, supporting any of the people who came forward to comfort any of the people who came forward would basically look like they admit that all those things happen. And with the lawsuit in front of the door, they will not do that. And it sucks. It sucks to no end. Like, it makes my skin crawl that this is okay. So, if they should act, which I don't believe they will, that will be interesting to see, because as I said, the moment they say something which would just sound like, hey, yeah, we admit what happened, or yeah, we agree that this happened, they would have already lost the lawsuit. So they will probably not do it. What does that mean for the Blizzard employees? Well, find a new job. And the best thing you can do it in droves. If you really want to hurt the corporate side of things, you're not leaving like 1, 2, 3 developers. If there are 1,000 developers or 1,000 people leaving the company from this day to the other, yeah, that's where it starts to hurt. Because they cannot subsidize that. They cannot find replacements quickly enough. Like, that would basically make the whole company crumble. And you know what? I know that sounds very aggressive. I totally agree. But the problem is, like, as I said, we didn't have to talk about this if the leadership of Activision Blizzard would actually fight for the employees instead of fighting for the corporation and fighting against the lawsuit. So, but that is not happening. And this is like the first step in the right direction, this letter. We will see what happens from that. Like, with all the things going on at Activision Blizzard right now, we will see where it goes. But I said it right at the beginning of the whole leadership lawsuit. Sorry, the lawsuit. For me personally, the Blizzard I loved has been dead for years. But this is like the last straw. For me personally, and it's just a totally personal thing, I needed to stay away from them with a 10-foot pole. And believe me, I had games I was looking forward to. But I'm unfortunately not the mastermind who can just split up what happened behind the scene and the game I'm playing. Like, I know a lot of people can do that, but what would basically happen when I play Diablo 4 or even like, I don't know, the next World of Warcraft expansion, I might always get remembered that those games were developed under a lot of pain, mental pain, and even physical pain for the people who worked at the company. And that would be one of the things where, for me personally, I would say, yeah, not so happy about that. And again, this is a personal thing. I know that some people will scoff at that or laugh at that, and that's fine. But I was mad at the beginning, and now I'm just sad. I'm sad to see a company I loved for decades just go down like this, and the people who are working at this company getting hurt by former and now leadership. That sucks. With that said, thank you so much for watching. If you still enjoyed this video, I know it's not a happy topic to have, but if you still enjoyed me reporting about it, I would appreciate if you were on your way out, you might click on the like button. And well, if you didn't enjoy this video for whatever reason, then the dislike button is right next to it. And if you're also new to the channel, you want to see more gaming news, tips and tricks, reaction videos I love to do, then you came to the right place. And I would also appreciate if you might consider to subscribe to the channel. That would be nice. With that said, thank you so much for watching. See you next time.